Hello, Larson. We are streaming this week. Yay.
Yeah, I have no room for knob drama.
Okay.
I have so little room for knob drama, I'm trying to remove mine.
Well, last week, Larson, I figured that since the co-op was not available last week, I would skip doing Zelda streams because Spider-Man 2 just came out. So I just... Also, I was only having a 3-day weekend because I had to work 4 days this week, as opposed to my usual 3. So I figured I would rest up and immerse myself in a Spider-Man weekend, and it was glorious.
Nice.
We even got to kidnap J. Jonah Jameson at one point. That was fun.
Nice.
Always fun.
And by kidnap, I mean rescue him and take him to the hospital while he screamed about the fact that he was being kidnapped by Spider-Man.
Well, of course, like, it's...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else was we going to call it, right?
Right. Oh, this is something else where I wish I could see the look of other expressions, because I finally get to see the look on your face when I say this, and I suddenly
here it comes.
realize that I get to miss out on Larson's face on this. Because
as we usually do.
Larson gives me a lot of shit, you know, for living in the country that I do and holding some of the beliefs that I do, but I don't think he understands how far I've come. Because yesterday my mother told me with her whole chest that Donald Trump had acquired every dime necessary to build the wall between Mexico and the United States.
Sure. That sounds like something she would say.
Every dime. Every dime. You know, the wall that would be 3 times longer than the wall in China and would probably take at least as long to make with modern technology. That one.
Yeah. And the one that he doesn't have the authority to build anymore because he's not in charge at the moment and probably never will be again. Also.
If God's willing.
I know he's trying again, but...
Yeah. There's more than just trying. There's some really skeezy shit going on that I could... It's real sketchy, but...
Oh, there you go. There's the Larson reaction you wanted. He can't even pay his legal bills.
Right? Like, I want you to understand what birthed me, literally, and for all of the shit that you give me, I demand a little bit more credit, I think.
Yeah? By the way, I want to point out, when I first logged into the game a few minutes ago, there was another player here whose name was Hero Protagonist, which, first of all, is one of the most bland names I've seen. Like, silly, but, you know, could be more inventive. However, I initially misread the name, and it made it much more interesting. I thought it said Hero Propagandist. Which I thought was much funnier.
I mean, over on Adamantoise, there is a Meteor Survivor with an apostrophe to where they can kind of like still have the name, because
oh boy,
people have to get a little.
What about this though?
Funky about that.
What about this variation of the spelling?
Meteor Survivor.
I think that should be.
Get thrown in the gal for that.
That should be the.
What is it?
That would be a Rogadin version, I think.
Suffice to say, Larson, I'm not popular in my circle, my family circle, I should say, and I'm surely not popular in my borders. So.
By the way, I not to completely sidetrack that topic, but I discovered a new drink at my grocery store that I want to try out. Something I've only had once before, but not this brand. Muskoka Springs brand Silver Birch Beer.
Ooh. Sounds interesting.
I've had a birch beer once before, but it was some other brand. I don't
dying.
remember anymore. I don't think they're around
No.
anymore. So I'm going to try this right now. I haven't sipped this yet.
I have coffee.
I
Oh, that's tasty.
refuse. I refuse to stop dying.
That tastes a
Because
lot
as
different
soon-
from the other one I've had. Yes, sorry.
As soon as I stop dying, it's because I'll be dead. So no.
That's a good point.
If I ever stop dying, it's because I'm dead. So no, I think I will continue dying for at least a couple more decades.
That's a good point, because we are technically, like, living is really just the process of moving slowly towards death, so.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why I confuse people with how nonchalant I am with the
Hold on.
concept of death.
That player over there is named Valeria Girl Kisser.
Oh dear.
That was gay as hell. I love it.
Well, here's the thing, Larson. What's necessarily negative about dying? You know? Like, why is life precious? Because it's finite. If it lasted forever, we wouldn't care. If some people already don't.
True. All right, Larson, if you want a more positive note, I was watching a stream the other day.
You know,
Of,
keep eating snacks and masturbating. That's what's bad about it. You don't know that. We don't know what the afterlife is like, and we won't until we get there. Maybe that's what it all is. Maybe it's just Cheetos and jerking off.
Okay. No, I was watching a stream last night. Strangely, actually, kind of on Larson's topic, somewhat. Of the voice actor. The voice actor that plays Karlach in Baldur's Gate 3, streaming herself playing Baldur's Gate 3 as the origin option where you can play one of the companion characters as being your character. So it was Karlach playing the game as Karlach. And she made sure to point out a scene that happens in that game that points out just exactly how horny Karlach is. Like, you don't get her inner dialogues unless you're playing as her. And I sent a screenshot of it to Snow last night. And I want to quote part of her daydreaming. This happens if you play as Karlach and you finish the newbie area on the Mindflayer Nautiloid ship. You escape from the ship and then immediately have a long rest on the beach when you wake up afterwards. So basically, this is the only time in the game where you get to go to camp as just your character and nobody else. And Karlach lies there daydreaming. Horny daydreams. And I will quote one line of it. "Sweet silver-tongued halfling perched on my lap. I'll have one hand up her skirt, she'll have one down my top when there's a knock at the door."
Oof.
And it continues on from there in your typical, you know, daydreaming fantasy of the person who was knocking at the door is also joining in on the fun a minute later. This just in, 7-foot-tall tiefling barbarian is horny for halfling girls. And everybody else. Oh, yes, I also want to point out that she says, as soon as she gets out of here, she plans on horizontaling her way through Baldur's Gate, the city.
So what I'm hearing is, yep, Karlach is most certainly Kai.
Hey! I mean, $20 is $20. Or 20 gold pieces is 20 gold pieces.
There you go. Yeah, watching the game from Karlach's own perspective is interesting. Also, I like how they give you unique dialogue options in some situations based on who you are. Like, Karlach has a few unique ways of dealing with people that only she can do, which is kind of neat. What a game. You know what? I feel bad for every other game that's trying to win Game of the Year this year, because I've got bad news for all of them. There's no fucking way Baldur's Gate 3 is not taking Game of the Year. And there's some other games kicking out that are fucking amazing. Including one that's literally amazing, because Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out. And it's great. And it's not going to win. I love it. But I just don't... I can't imagine any way that Baldur's Gate 3 is not going to take it. People love it.
People do seem to love it, yes.
I'm not necessarily sure if I would give it the vote, personally. Definitely top 3. I don't know if I would give it top spot, personally, but I just think everybody else is going to. Yes, Larson, it has been an absurdly strong year for games, but I've heard that, based on the development cycles, next year is going to be absurdly slow for games. People are predicting. So, don't worry about all these great games that are coming out. Right now, you're in no rush to play them. You're going to have a year and a half to get through them all.
Yeah, because next year's games are all going to suck.
And honestly, considering the roster, I think it might take a year and a half to get through them. There probably will be some good games in 2024, but not as many as this year.
That was uncomfortable.
In fact, I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got delayed, so it is technically going to be 2024. So there's at least one good game. And I've probably forgotten about some others, but... Larson still hasn't started on Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, or Cyberpunk. Out of those 3, I would say wait on Cyberpunk a little bit longer. Baldur's Gate and Elden Ring are definitely better. Cyberpunk's good, but the other 2 are better.
What about with Cyberpunk's newest
including
features?
That? I mean, I like it. I do suggest getting it. But out of those 3, the other 2 are stronger.
But also understanding that's also kind of fair, simply because it's the oldest of the 3.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be the weaker one because it's the oldest one. Like, it's not that much older, but they've still learned shit from that game. Everyone did. That's the thing about games, is like, it's not just the developer that learns shit, it's all of the developers around them.
That's true.
So, like, I still think it's a strong title, though. I think it's absolutely worth playing.
I agree. Completely agree.
I haven't had the ability to play it as much as I wanted to because I blew a fan on my computer, and I don't feel comfortable running a game that intensive when I'm down on my cooling. Seems like a bad idea.
Probably.
So.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Snow, did you ever get a chance to listen to the song I sent you?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so accurate too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't count mods and stuff like that. I'm talking like base level, because once you get into mods, I mean, shit. You get into mods, suddenly Skyrim is actually a good game. Okay, like
that's how crazy we're talking here.
Like mods absolutely do change the creativity of the game. So when I make arguments like that, I'm talking about base level. Elden Ring has had a massive modding community as well, to the point where you can now use things from Armored Core in it. So that's a thing.
Imagine if, like, I don't know how they play if you do that. Like, can you imagine what playing Elden Ring as one of the machines from Armored Core and it plays like it does in Armored Core would be like? You just demolish everything. That would be a silly, fun playthrough, though, I think.
right? Like
Inferno Plus. What's that?
I definitely think it's fair to, when we're talking about the quality or the strength of a game, stick to base, because once you let somebody else go into it, then mods can do anything. Like shit.
Yeah.
There are mods that add curves to Minecraft. Like what the fuck?
That is insane. No, I don't know what Cursed Halo is, Larson. I just realized that person back there, their name is Zarathustra. That's kind of funny.
There was someone there called Perfect Being.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
That's a reference to something. I just don't remember what. Oh, Sonic. That's what. That's Shadow the Hedgehog. Larson, I'm not in for a treat if I don't know what it is, because if I don't know what it is, I'm not going to install it and play it. Yeah. Alright. What is our next quest here, anyhow?
Oh, Larson, we're not playing because we're talking to you, you dingle. I was gonna call you something. Dingle something. I forgot the last half of the word. Figure it out.
I mean, if the video is very short, we can look at it now. Otherwise, I will look at it later. Okay, this war about.
You ever forget half of your word? Happened to me. I need to smoke about it. That's not okay.
12 minutes long. There's no situation in which I would watch that during a stream. But I will save it for later.
I mean, it's kind of shit that I could watch on a stream, seeing as it's kind of a podcasty thing that I'm doing anyway, so.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But that would require Larson to interact with my side of the community and, you know, actually be Discord involved so these things could be suggested in advance.
I know, right?
But, you know.
How useful. Speaking of which, speaking of podcasts, I will be getting back to doing mine starting next weekend. Now that my schedule looks like it's going to be stabilizing a bit again. So back to it will be Sunday for Bearded Ramblings, starting next week. Not this upcoming Sunday, but the next one. And I will probably be back to. I will be working Thursdays regularly, but late enough probably that I can probably squeeze a stream in before work. Assuming my 5 o'clock start times stay stable. We'll see. But that video Larson just gave me looks like it could go well on Bearded Ramblings, potentially. So I'll give that a look later, and we will maybe play it then. Or at least skip through it then. One or the other. Alright. Well, Sir Amric has been healing in the hospital for a couple of weeks. Maybe he feels better now.
Maybe.
Abby Fuzzybeard. Why does he look like Slash from Guns N' Roses? That guy's awesome.
He does.
He's on a crafting class.
That guy was amazing.
Level 60 crafter gear.
Nice. Level 60 crafters are rock stars, apparently. And they honestly are, because it takes a lot of work to get there.
Not too bad.
I don't know. Crafting's a lot of work.
Hopefully that's something
there
else.
There are results too. I'm going the wrong way. It's this way.
Yes, you are. I was like, where are you going?
I thought I was going up these stairs over here, and I was wrong.
Other direction. No, I've had a friend who plays this, and like only wanted to do the battle classes. Okay, cool, whatever. would skip all the cutscenes and said it was a shit game because there was no story.
Oh yeah, this is the one you told me about once. I love people that skip all the story and then complain that there's no story.
Was a roommate at one point. Yes, I did bounce his head off the wall for it.
Good.
Days.
Hello, Imric. You are looking remarkably unstabbed today.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend.
Start carrying a shiv, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good. You of all people should be
Or
present.
carrying around his greatsword that.
I was gonna say, have you seen the size of his shiv? Ladies.
Lewd.
When the true brothers of the faith seized
He
control
is
of the
Dark
vault,
Knight.
I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event, your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Well, he's a delicate little flower.
But he's such a good boy.
Jeez.
'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen.
Yeah, be careful venting your passions out of your wounds. That's dangerous.
It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. 'Twould not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all. Oh, and one more
My character's
thing.
well dressed for going back out into the snow again.
A drink!
Mine's
We
not.
should make time for it. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Hey, Kai, remember a while ago Snow and I mentioned that we knew which house was Imric's house?
Mm-hmm.
We were about to end up at the quest where we actually go visit him.
Eat.
Because of that drink invitation.
Eat. I don't know.
I don't know, Snow. You look like you're ready for some cold weather to me. I saw some people walking around downtown dressed similarly today.
I mean, it would surely be most interesting to watch her walk that way in the winter. Wouldn't take
Things
long
might-
for her high beams to turn on.
I was gonna say, things might get a bit nipply outside.
I love that when you turned around, your idle stance was to just put your hands on your hips after I said that. That was perfect timing.
Right?
That's the like resting pose that I decided to go with. You can.
I know, but it ended up being perfectly timed.
Exactly. It really was.
As opposed to the Lalafels just bounce. That they do.
Yeah. That's also true.
Yeah.
Alright then. To Falcon's Nest we go.
Yeah. I've apparently made an absolutely adorable Lalafell with Junpei because he gets all the commendations, even
Nice.
though he doesn't play healer.
Hey, getting commendations as DPS is tough. You got a point there.
And which character?
Junpei, my little ginger Lalafell.
Well, that's why.
Punchy boy.
That's why.
It's Punchy Boy. I have Dancer unlocked on him, but
There is something
He looks
especially
good.
amusing about being a punchy boy Lalafell. Tiniest little monk.
he actually had people mistake him for a girl. It's like, nope, that's a boy.
All crows are adorable, though, Larson. So, did you see all of them?
Yes, they really
I
are.
like the attention to detail that even before we start the next cutscene, we can look up and see construction in progress.
Yeah, that's crows. Crows do that. The fucking hilarious birds.
Hopping and flapping up and down in the city center, trying to catch snowflakes with its beak.
Yeah,
Yep,
they're fucking
That's funny.
hilarious. I love crows.
they're absolute sweethearts.
I've never
They
seen
really
that.
are.
That sounds very cute.
It's incredibly cute. They're very playful.
Ooh. Ah,
Check out this curtain above. Camera moves to look at the wall where there's no curtain.
it's a wood curtain.
Yeah, that's a curtain.
True marks of intelligence. Doing random nonsense for fun. Yeah.
Now we can talk to people.
Yeah, it really is. All of the major, like, considered highly intelligent species do it.
It's true.
Crows and ravens are especially adorable when they do it, though, for some reason. It's just they get so weirdly playful.
Yep. Some of them actually try to
They get
pretend that they're
screamy,
bad.
too.
Go, roll over onto their back and grab onto things and just be like, I'm a bat.
That's so silly.
Why? Just because.
Yep. Because bird.
Yep.
Such a silly.
And you can imagine getting on your back as a bird is not the easiest thing in the world to do. They're not built that way.
Or getting back up off of it afterwards. So, Kai, you remember a while ago I mentioned how one of the great things about the writing in this game is that the state of the world actually changes and shit moves forward politically and stuff?
Yeah.
Here we are preparing a peace conference to end a 1,000-year-long war.
We gotta go over here and talk to Red Wall.
Indeed.
This is one of the primary things I was talking about. Not a lot of games would do this. Like, there might be a story in another game where a war stops being talked about because it's over, but you don't see, like, the peace conferences that happen afterwards, you know?
Which are quite necessary, actually.
Absolutely.
So here's a hilarious image.
Hmm?
We all know of all of the serious stories of of Odin's ravens.
Uh-huh.
Think about what they were doing in their off time.
Oh dear.
Chaos.
Why do I have a mental image of both Hugin and Moon teaming up to try to lift Mjolnir when Thor's not looking?
Why do I have a feeling that those two would be more of a problem than Loki?
Because they would be.
What if they are Loki? Have you ever seen them and Loki in the room at the same time?
Okay, let me think of the stories.
What if they like fusion dance together into Loki sometimes?
But yes, the competent brother.
Mm-hmm. And also the story of no matter how many people are happy to see a 1,000-year-long war finally come to an end, there's always going to be some assholes who refuse to let it go.
See?
That is cute as hell, Larson. But yeah, the problem with getting revenge is then that, you know, you kill the enemy for revenge for your people, and then they want revenge for the people that you killed, and then you want revenge for the people that they killed.
It's just an ugly cycle.
Never fucking ends if you don't let it go. And now the useless brother.
Hello, dumbass.
We all know Honoroi is the real brains behind this operation over here.
Yep.
And he's what, 12?
Give or take, yeah.
And yet he's the responsible one.
Yeah.
You gotta love it when your minder is half of your own age. He probably thinks he's on Roy's minder, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It really is the other way around, though. Hello, Ray.
Hi, Ray!
Hi, Ray.
Gemstone wave to you, too. How's Ray today?
I mean, put those two emojis together, you can have diamond dust. There you go.
That's true. We already fought Shiva, though.
Yo, I'm more baked than a pizza.
And I baked a lot of pizzas last night, let me tell you. Also, I love how that came completely out of nowhere.
Is it completely out of nowhere when I have a bag of, like, 4 ounces of weed in front of me?
considering I cannot see that, yes, it's out of nowhere to my perception.
But are you surprised that I have that
No.
much weed in front of me?
Not even slightly. I'd be
Okay,
surprised
so
if you didn't.
If you're not surprised, and in fact would be surprised if I didn't, then the
It's not
context
totally
of
out of
weed is
nowhere,
there.
out of nowhere. Yeah. It would have been a safe assumption to make. Not quite as out of nowhere as last night at work, when at one point I didn't have any pizza orders to cook, but then I looked over and the monitor showing the pending orders for the other line cooks was lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently that's the time that the 30-person table came in and placed their orders.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it was not a good time for them for about 20 minutes or so. Scholar Pouch! I killed 3 of them at once. Fear me.
Very nice.
Also, I think I pissed off that ice spray. Fuck you,
No,
ice
that
spray.
that was me.
Oh, I thought my
Bro.
pouch hit him.
I actually said something similar to that better the other day when I said that I am more baked than a 24-hour pizzeria in Jamaica.
Nice. Also, Larson, yes, customers really do ruin any job, don't they? They really do.
It's too people-y with them around.
Yeah. Also, and something else I've noticed about my new sometimes working the pizza desk thing at work. That desk has a tendency to have a weird sort of like how busy that desk is just like drops off like a cliff every day. Like, I could go from having 5 pizzas to make in a row to suddenly having nothing to do for the next half hour. Immediately afterwards. Every time.
You need more stoners in your area.
I don't know, but it's just like right around 8 or 8:30 at night, it just suddenly, the pizza salad station just suddenly dies off. Immediately.
Weird.
It doesn't gradually lessen. It just goes from busy to done.
Meanwhile, my high ass is here at 2:30 in the morning wondering where I can get a fucking pizza.
Not from us, that's for sure. There's gotta be some place open for that. Probably not many, though.
I want to open a 24-hour pizzeria that is specifically, like, stoner-centric. Pizza / salad, right, I imagine.
Yeah.
Although a pizza salad is delicious, too.
Mm-hmm.
Although calling it a salad is probably the most American thing you could ever do.
True. Yeah, no, Ray, at the restaurant I work at, the same workstation makes the salads and also the pizzas, and we call that station Pizza Salad. Because we are creative and original people. Technically, it also makes the desserts, but calling it Pizza Salad dessert is a bit too much. All at once. To say every time. Or sometimes we'll just call it PS for extra short.
Oh, Larson. Larson, come on. Okay, you got lucky. Apparently they don't know all of them. From the outside in, I know better than that. This is Norway we're talking about. Come on.
That sounds like a lot of mountains and rivers.
You know what Norway has a lot of? Mountains and rivers and really fucking pretty people. But that's beside the point.
Don't forget about the fjords.
The Sammy names for them, okay.
And yes, Snowcat, I also like the chicken salad being called breast implants. accurate.
Unless it's dark meat.
That's rare, though, for that sort of thing. But possible.
Not when I make them. I am not a fan of white meat. I would much rather these animals be bred for their thighs.
That's not what I heard from Snow. Fan of white meat? Never mind.
That's more pink, but okay.
She's a white girl.
How dare you?
You know, not spiritually, but physically.
In color, she's actually got a decent amount of Cherokee.
Really?
Yeah, you can see it in her cheekbones. We've actually just been recently informed that, what is it, the Eastern Cherokee tribes are, how they accept people is different from the Western tribes. Western tribes care about percentage. Eastern tribes care if your ancestor had a name on their sheet. So, if we can find her ancestor on that sheet, then, you know, that, which we should be able to, that would not be too difficult to get her some recognition on that and get her involved with more tribal activities and get her more in connected with that side of it if she's interested in it. I 100% support this.
It could be pretty neat.
Same tribe invited me to enjoy some of a very specific cactus. So that's gonna be fun.
Could be.
I always feel like genuinely super proud of myself when I get invited to shit like that, because it means that I've gotten past the fact that I look like a specific kind of person. And
it's always nice to confirm that the H comes after the W and not before it.
like, it's nice to know that I can exist among marginalized folk and be like, yeah, I understand your struggles, this is genuine, let me help, and have them respond to that. Like, that makes me feel good. Like, I actually feel like I'm doing something good when that happens, you know?
It's true.
Instead of getting up on a podium and bitching about it, I'm actually, you know, feet to the ground doing shit.
Yeah.
It appears to make a difference. Kind of how Deanna's a burrito.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an
Hello,
empty
tiny
seat
little
with you in a
bartender
moment.
lady. You're very small. I think the camera for that cutscene is actually respecting the height of my character. Because I don't remember looming over that lady so much when I was playing my Makote.
I mean, minimum height Makote, and my character is still taller than her.
Yeah, but by how much, though?
Like 6 inches to a foot.
Because that cutscene made it look like she was eyeing, like she was eye level with my stomach. Based on where the camera was angled. She's probably just very small.
Food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
I love her voice actress.
So many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time. After all them years of fighting.
That guy's got a 1,000-mile
When I heard
stare.
about
Did you
the
notice that?
conference, I knew I had
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
I knew I had to be here.
And he is one of the soldiers, so...
My husband, he
Because she's the same height as I am when I'm sitting down.
And here we are,
Barely.
to break bread with him.
I like how her tone slowly shifted throughout that conversation.
You were right, my lord. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you've earned it. Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
This was never your fight.
They did a really good job on that cutscene of making you think, ah, she's really nice. No, wait, maybe she's not.
I wouldn't say she's not nice. I'd say she's broken.
Yeah, but still, you know what I mean, like... She sounded really on our side to begin with, and then really not.
My son. They told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
I mean, you can remember the past and look to the future. Come on.
Sorry, I couldn't disagree with this woman more.
We're the only ones with the courage to oppose
He
this
was not your
madness.
future, he was his future.
Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his cursed men. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks?
Have they bollocks?
It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
I do like, though, how they show us their side of the perspective, though.
I appreciate how they got to these feelings and why they feel that way, but it's just so wrong. It's so backwards. It's so twisted by pain. This is exactly what I'm fighting against with what I'm trying to build.
Do you have your wits about you?
This sort of thing is inevitable after 1,000 years of war, though, I feel like. You're going to have people like this.
This is incredibly visceral to me.
Quite the timing, too, isn't it?
Isn't it, though? And look what I've been going through.
Yeah.
Fucking Murphy Finagle. Every fucking step.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace
Dravarnians
is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember, your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
Now this happens.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
What have you done?
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
Why do they let Emmeline out of the house anymore?
Good question.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Like, seriously.
You told an archer to stop her. Who else was he supposed to do? You done fucked up, son.
Yeah. Yep, he has. Now, how's he gonna fix this?
Reality's a punch in the gut, isn't it, friend?
Yeah?
Emmeline fixing things. That's a funny idea. You know, I enjoy how the writing of the game got even better after Realm Reborn and into Heaven's Word, but I feel like this, after Heaven's Word ended, They've been stepping it up even more.
Yep.
Like, I feel like starting around now, the rest of the game is even better than Heavensward.
Yeah.
Also with the Warriors of Darkness thing. Because that shit's real interesting, too.
We get to run around and talk to people again.
Oh, there we go. That answers your question. So now, how is Amandaline going to fix this? He's going to hide. That's how. And let everybody else fix it for him. To 0 people's surprise.
I mean, it is a reaction.
It is. Can't say it's not.
Hello, person.
Not a useful reaction, but a reaction.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. I thought I...
Yeah, I hadn't had an opportunity yet.
Oh, okay. I was dead. This close.
That was the first one?
Yeah, that was the first one. I will stay this close. Okay?
Okay, I'm good. Sorry, I
All good.
partially greened out a little bit there.
All good.
Well, one thing we could say about this attempt at a peace conference, people are having feelings about it.
Yeah?
A lot of different feelings, but everybody's feeling some sort of way. It'll be a remembered day.
I read that as Spirited Stoner at first, I swear.
Can't imagine why.
Oh, jeez.
Now you may run off.
Okay.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Hey, Dan.
It's a Dan. D-Y-A-N.
I'm comfortably high.
Considering what being high is like, that's pretty similar to being comfortably numb.
Comfortably numb is not really the vibe I'd go for, though.
No, agreed.
I've been comfortably numb. It's not my go-to. Actually kind of disturbing. I think that's kind of why I don't do alcohol all that much. Drunk makes me comfortably numb.
Also, I love the appropriateness of the fact that after that cutscene we just saw, the next quest is called Consequences.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, although in lighter news, Snow, remember I mentioned how I tried to Blue Mage solo, the Arm Veil. I got my ass kicked. And then went back and tried it again 10 levels later.
Yeah.
I had to... It went so much better the second time that I actually had to slow down and stand around and watch the second boss do attacks. And stop attacking him to let him do the attack I needed to learn from him before I killed him. I had to purposely slow down. I was kicking so much ass. 10 levels makes so much difference. The regular cannon fodder enemies in the dungeon were dying in 2 hits. I'm gonna have to do a Blue Mage sweep of some more dungeons at some point. After I consult the list of abilities you get from them. Master Carnival is still a pain in the ass, though. Well, it looks like she didn't die yet. She's not a martyr quite yet. God, he can't even keep track of his manservant. What a useless tit.
Not sure if I should be offended by that.
I mean, it says a lot considering how useful tits usually are. That this guy has no value as one.
And now, we find a little booger.
Where did that poor little bastard who has to put up with a Madeleine regularly get to?
Up this way.
I understand, Honoroi. I feel that way too whenever I have to talk to a Madeleine.
Cats.
God, he's so tiny.
He is.
Honoroi is a pocket small.
No, no.
He's an
What have they
Elven.
done to
Of course
you?
he's going to be
Honoa,
small and
Honoa!
Mhm.
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the 7 hells happened to you?
What happened to him? Well, he clearly got
My
the shit kicked out of him.
Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave. and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Because that's how you win people over to the side of your cause. By beating up a child. Let's not do that.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Some A+ voice acting coming up.
Onua?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairoujan without delay.
Oh,
Such
we were
emotion
so
from Thancred.
close. Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy?
We all want the same thing, and still it falls to pieces.
Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
How dare you stop me from punching a man in a lane?
You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Including that one.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed.
As proven.
Punch. Okay, that's a punch. Cute.
Learn
Bam!
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Thancred's been through some shit, man. You don't fuck with him. Although I like how they took the story of like the story journey with Thancred of like when we first meet him, he's just like an offhanded fop almost, but then you find out that he's really actually been through some shit.
I do think it's a little bit unfair that he wouldn't let us punch him, but then he got to.
Well, he clearly stopped us because he wanted to do it himself.
I mean, fair, but...
Thancred only knocked him out. If we had gotten a hold of him, his head would have been gone. I think that's right.
And Ishgard would have been a better place.
So mean.
It's true.
Fair. But still, so mean.
Yeah. Some people need that.
Yeah. Oh.
You alright over there, Kai?
Beating him up? He's already down, damn it. Why are you bullying this man?
Okay, that is a silly question. You know exactly why.
However, that's yes. Okay. Are you having fun beating him up?
Yes.
The game wouldn't let me cast healing spells on Honoroi.
Artemis has arrived, so I'm going to invite her in and get a drink real quick. I will impromptu break.
Okay, dokie. I could use a drink refill anyway. Decent timing. I'll be back as well.
Eat. Break time.
Blurk.
am back.
Hero. Oh, God. A halfling bard who raps is a hip hobbit.
Ugh.
Although I
do not want the hip hobbit.
Right? You're probably going to want this even less, but I had to save this story for you. I tripped across something on Twitter while you were gone that is just too amusing. Did you know you can buy beer made of amaranth?
What?
Amaranth is collabing with a beer company to brew a new flavor using her vaginal yeast.
Ew. Amaranth has jumped on the vaginal yeast beer train.
Uh-huh.
That's disgusting.
And it's called Bottled Desire, the Order of Yoni. Nope. Don't like that.
You know, you know, I just want to say, I can't even
No, Dan.
sell...
No, Dan.
I can't even sell bathwater. I can't even sell... just going into the little bit of thirst shit I've done, I can't even do that. Outside of the thirst shit, I can't sell functional shit.
I
don't
think anybody should have
beer out of her pussy juice.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's like, you know what? You do you, but damn.
Don't even phrase it that way, because that makes it sound nice. No, she's using it. She's selling beer made out of her pussy mold.
Ew.
Ugh.
Also,
on the more positive, on the hopefully more positive side of drinks, I am now going to try one other drink made by that same brand that had the birch beer. This one is more aggressively Canadian than before. Something called Maple Cream Ale.
Interesting.
Oh, I want to try this with all of my face.
I'm expecting it to be kind of like cream soda, but maple based. But we're gonna find out actually what it is. Okay, not bad. Thankfully, the maple isn't too overpowering.
Wait, there's such a thing as overpowering maple to a Canadian?
I know, right? Not bad.
I like how Larson put this, you know, just because erotic literature describes certain fluids as honey doesn't mean it's fit for mead.
Exactly. Thank you. Blah. But yeah, maple cream ale, not bad. I'll see if I still like it by the end of the bottle. Also, sadly, not the first time I've heard of it happening.
No, it's not. Like, but this is like the third or
the first time it's been
I've
amaranth specifically, though, but yeah.
There was somebody, who was it with the pussy candle?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, like, what? Okay, ladies, I get it, but why?
I still want to know who's doing the quality assurance on that product. Whose job is it to smell Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy? How do they know that these candles smell like her gooch if nobody's checking it?
And does it change depending on, you know, when you buy it? Like, does the batch matter, or like...
Do you think it comes in different flavors depending on what she had for dinner? Or something? What she's been drinking? I don't know.
Augmented Hellfire Battle Axe. Squeeze me?
Probably a good upgrade for you at this point, too. Let's see what it's going to look like, because I haven't played my warrior this far through the game yet. I don't know what that axe looks like.
I realized.
Larson, why is there a woman out there making coochie pickles?
I like that.
I don't like this.
I can't use that.
Actually, that tastes almost a little bit like butterscotch in a way.
Interesting.
I'm actually going to dye it before I equip it because I want it to look right.
I'm curious to see this result.
So now off we go.
Almost.
This one.
Ooh. That is a fucking axe.
It was red.
Oh,
now it's no longer red.
It wasn't going to work as red. For obvious reasons.
Now I'm kind of curious with the monk weapon there of the glowy fist there, if the dye works to change the color of the glow.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting.
That is a hell of an axe design, though.
It's completely infeasible as a functional weapon in every possible fucking way. But
I mean, I could see I could see being able to fuck some people up with that, but it definitely doesn't look durable. Like, that would fall apart after a while.
I feel like you are more apt to fuck yourself up with it than your opponent, which
that's
means
also
it's
a
just
risk.
Not a good weapon design. You should never be able to just as easily stab yourself with your weapon as you can your opponent.
Then again, if there's any tank in this game that does not give a shit about that, it's the warrior.
The axe there is what happened to the dragoons that are bad at their job.
Yes.
The ones that floor tank too many times.
Floor tank or just self-yeet.
So I realized this, and I can't believe it took me this long to realize, but when you hold your weapon at the ready, your expression changes.
Oh.
The look on your face actually changes.
Cool.
Really?
Yep.
So here's that.
Your eyes get more narrow and you get more fierce looking.
Oh.
Very subtle. Very subtle.
That's really cool.
Speaking of fierce looking, here's that monk weapon that Snow was just talking about. Like flaming dragon head fist things.
Ah. Absolute paragraph, Larson. Type
Right?
there, J's.
Jeez. Also, did she actually call it cooch? Like, is that fully quoted?
Ew.
I don't like the use of the word backslop in that sentence. I'm sorry.
I don't like the word backslop at all, and I'm a dishwasher. I spend 7 hours a day handling backslop.
Yeah.
And I still don't like that word.
Return, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I looked back at the screen, it's like, wait, where did Crane go? Wait, where's the teleport? Rude!
Road sparrow? That's a term.
Road sparrow.
It does put a new perspective on the name mung beans. I agree. And I've eaten those fuckers. I definitely feel a certain sort of way about that name. Alright, I'm gonna need this maple cream ale to decide what it tastes like, because every time I sip it, it tastes a little bit different. Make up your mind.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope, the more I think about it, the more I just realize that the word backslop is an absolutely foul-feeling word.
Yes, yes it is. It is a truly terrible word, and yet completely accurate.
Bad. It tastes bad, it sounds bad, it feels bad. There's... Mung's not much better, but it is actually better than backslop.
So what you're saying, Kai, is we've now discovered how to properly spell the word
Yes. Backslop. You shouldn't drop your phone. I put my shit liquor.
I'm sorry, what? Are you good?
No.
Oh, jeez. These two crazies are over here dying.
Mm-hmm. I can hear.
That was unexpected vape into my face. By way of my favorite way, but it was still unexpected. Got that lip lock seal tongue, don't you, girl?
Damn.
You have not lived until you've had a toke shoved down your throat. Damn.
I am not going to do that, Larson. Because that is an uncomfortable word.
Yeah. So what backslop does to me, I think, is what moist does to some other people.
Yeah?
Probably.
Backslop is my moist. Backslop might be my moist.
I mean, it probably is pretty moist. Alright, you know what's gonna... I know what'll make you feel better, Kai. Are you ready to beat the shit out of the bowl of Alamigo?
Fuck it, we ball. See, I think fetid sounds adorable.
Mm.
Its meaning isn't, but I think the word itself is.
I'm dying.
Always more coughing when Artemis is here because she's as big of a stoner as I am.
At least.
Snow's a baby stoner, so... I puff past to myself mostly. Which means I end up bogarting myself a lot because I get that high.
How rude.
Right? It's one of my edicts. It's like the second edict of Foundation is be not a bogart on your neighbor. Like, come on.
Yeah, how dare you do that to yourself? You must be very offended.
I'm incredibly offended. Oh, shit, that reminds me. A little bit of science. I may have discovered a way to increase my off-griddedness in a very effective manner. If I can build a filter, like a capturing filter funnel device, that would bolt onto the onto one of the access ports of my septic tank. I have enough methane there to run a furnace.
Where are you going, Ren?
To the quest.
I got a cutscene and you're just like not there.
Yeah. I'm walking slowly though.
Oh my god.
So I think I know how to describe this maple cream ale. So, imagine a butterscotch sundae as a drink.
So, it's like butterbeer.
I don't know, I've never had it.
You just described it. You literally
flavor
just described
profile
it.
and everything.
Okay.
I'd be down for that.
No. Although I would recommend any recipe that wasn't officially used by Her Royal Turfness.
Well, this way you can have that flavor and not have it attached to her at all.
Right? Like, she didn't even invent the fucking drink. She just popularized it amongst a lot of white folk.
Perps is Erp. That's a fucking name.
Die slower.
Yes, please. I'm just agreeing with you. Anyways, I'm just hanging out with Fuckface over here in the markets.
Okay.
He's in the Jeweled Crozier, by the way.
So you're hanging out with the podcast that Rooster Teeth does?
Sure. Except less cool, because it's Amanda Lane.
Talk to this person, talk to this person, and over here. And then we go find Krendar, because he decided to run off.
You don't have to find me, I just told you exactly where I am.
We still gotta go get you, though.
Larson, I have no idea what any of that thing you just posted means. I am not weeb enough to understand your JPEG.
Oops.
I couldn't help myself. I had to give the communist answer. Stand for friends, not nation.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's kind of the same choice I've chosen inadvertently every single time.
I'm aware of the existence of Death Note, Larson. I don't know anything about it.
Oh jeez. Death Note is a very
very good first season.
Yes.
Only season. The second season doesn't exist.
The second season dropped the absolute
one of
ball
those,
on
huh?
that. Yeah.
All I know is some guy's got a book and you write people's name in it and the people die. And that's all. The only thing I know.
That's the basics.
Yeah. I
And
don't know what...
Wherefore are we fucking?
Jeweled Crozier. I don't know what the fuck Akira case is or what Akira is.
Well, we gotta go to the broom first, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
for Hilda.
broom- Yes. Is that where we're going?
Whatever step you're on when you have to talk to Hilda, you gotta go to the broom to find her.
Oh gee, so yeah, you ran completely off then.
Possibly.
Thanks. Where am I going, Snow?
The broom.
What's your current step, Kai?
The
just to
same
double
step
check.
that Snow's on.
Okay, yes. Teleport to the broom then.
Then we go over here. And we talk to this lady.
Cutie red eyes lady.
I want that outfit so badly.
I actually have no... I think that... I think that might be one of the machinist's, like, class gears, I think.
Like, I just deadass wear that.
Hold on. Let me pop over and see which outfit you're talking about.
The one that Hilda wears.
This Ethernet shard is not... Oh, I think I might be disconnecting.
Oops. That'll be a first.
I can't move or interact with this Ethernet shard.
Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe, possibly.
I can open menus, but my character is not moving.
Uh-oh.
This is usually what happens when... Oh, okay, it recovered. I was having a leg spike. But yeah, Hilda is definitely a machinist.
Yep.
I have seen her in at least one fight, and she does have a rifle. It's right there on her back, in fact. I don't remember if that armor she's got on is given out to the player machinist, but yeah, maybe. Also, one of the few NPCs in this game that has red eyes. Definite cutie. Also, she will shoot your face off.
That just makes her cuter.
It does help. So did they ever solve the Kira case, Larson?
I don't think they did. It's been quite a while since I've seen the that anime, so I actually don't remember. So now we go where you were after you ran off.
Yeah. The jeweled croisière. Ho ho ho.
Yep. So, yeah.
I like how this guy went AFK right in front of these two NPCs, so it looks like they're talking to him.
Nah. Very cute.
Dogtooth? That's a terrible name. Holy shit,
Yeah.
that carpentry saw is massive. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking thing. Christ. She is not fucking around.
Yeah.
God damn.
Also, I wonder where Emanuele is.
Yeah, also, if either of you have any materia on you, might be a good time to meld it into something. Guy's right, NPC's right there.
Hey, Snow. Light up.
Hey, Saya, how you doing? What's up today? What's going on, girl?
Hello, friend. Fuck, when you high, you dry as shit.
I am playing a top tier game, in fact. We're just doing our wrap up stuff post Heavensward.
Fuck.
Damn. And my friend is dying.
Faster than usual.
Yes. For now.
Okay, there we go.
I kind of understand him being upset, but at the same time, just because you're... No, let me rephrase that. The very fact that you were born into it means you had a responsibility to do it right.
Which he is not even close to. Also, I just decided to check the market board, and holy shit, this new book is way the fuck better than what I have. And only for 17,000 too. I'm going from Mind 58, Piety 47 to 99 and 98. Then again, they were probably going to give me a new book soon anyway, but fuck it. This thing's great and it's cheap.
I can't get new weapons yet because in Heaven's Word, Dancer was not a class yet.
Oh, they didn't retroactively put weapons in for that? I never really noticed.
No, they hadn't. Cause yeah.
Also, yes, Saya, you can tell that I'm used to hanging out with a stoner when I have no reactions to all the coughing going on.
I mean... Look, let's be honest. Of course you hang out with stoners. You hang out with a lot of queer folk. A lot of queer folk smoke weed.
I was gonna say, how the fuck is this connected?
A lot of queer folk smoke weed because a lot of queer folk smoke weed to fucking escape from living in the fucking straight utopia that is life. So,
fair enough. That actually is a entirely logical connection. Yes. Man, wouldn't it be great when that shit stops happening? Although it is slowing down, apparently. Because I don't know if I mentioned this on the stream before. Yeah? Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this in the stream before, but... I mean, you know how kids pick on kids in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of schools, you know what kids are getting picked on for these days?
Being homophobic.
Yes. Well, I was going to say being intolerant.
Cool, right?
Being intolerant in general, but yes. Like, we're slowly getting there.
I tell you, like, some of the proudest shit I've heard out of this generation, like, Zoomer memes are hilarious because they're Zoomer memes and we don't get them, but when you actually have a conversation with some of them, they're pretty fucking adjusted and know what they want to do with in the world and what they want to do with the world when it's theirs. Like,
some of them.
I look at this.
Yeah.
It's like it's no wonder that the sketchiest party in my country is trying to put in an age limit for voting. They want to raise it to 25, right? Mm-hmm. No fucking wonder, because everyone under 25 has an opinion that says that they need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen to the people that that other people are trying to silence. It's fascinating.
Right?
I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it. I'm not going to resist what the Zoomers are trying to do when they actually try to do something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, when there's a group of people in power trying to silence another group, I automatically want to know what that other group is saying.
I trust my 16-year-old daughter to vote more over my 70-year-old mother.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which one do you think I want not to have the ability to?
Also, I have to comment that as much as my new spell book is much better stats, it also sounds much tackier because it's a book made of tiger skin. And it's like, wow. That's one step away from cheetah print. Like a leopard print or something. But Forgotten Night is our teleport destination. Like, I'm one step away from becoming a cougar walking around here.
Oh.
And I'm not talking about the cat this time.
What kind of stupidity did you do, Artemis?
Also, to be fair to Sai, it can be hard to gauge a gender purely by the sound of a coughing voice.
Why it smells like popcorn? Like, I first noticed the windows now past the pumpkin. There's no popcorn. Oh, there was an open bag of popcorn sitting next to me!
That's hilarious.
Oh, jeez. You're not a moron. Running off and leaving Cran.
Hey, he was like 5 steps ahead of us earlier. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yum.
We get to karmically balance it now.
I like this axe.
Hey.
It is real pretty. I like how the edges are all that shaded blue as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flat parts of the black. It's good look.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end,
Dio over here
I believe
being
we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion.
Emmerich is one of the absolute sweet boys of this game. And smooth as fuck.
Strong enough to bring about their own deliverance.
Wish you weren't so
French. Oh.
Seemed to him the only solution. But
I mean, he is an elf, so he's only so much of he, you know?
I have faith that they will weather this
True,
storm
but
and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Emanelaine de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You know, so I have to say, out of all the possible gaifus in this game, Emmerich is definitely top tier.
Yeah.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more. An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory.
Although I have to say, if people are shipping their characters with NPCs in this game, I feel like I am duty-bound to have my Rogadin hook up with a Lalafell.
A warrior without equal.
Their offspring would just be regular human.
Yeah. That's where hearers actually come from.
Fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend? One more.
Now, obviously, I can't hook him up with the Sultana because she's taken. In fact, she's following my course, so she's obviously gonna hook up with Raban. So. Snow disagrees, but I totally ship them.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
I think my character will have to hook up with the alchemist Lalafell girl from Little El Amigo. We're both healers after all, and she's a cutie pie. Did Thancred just say that he's in love with Emmerich?
Maybe.
Did we just confirm a gay?
Or at least liking both.
True. Did we just confirm a not straight?
I mean, I ship everyone in some manner of gay in this because...
Well, sure, but there's a difference between shipping and the fact that he canon just said it.
Fair. But, you know...
For example, the Sultana and Raban. That's canon.
Do you...
Right, Ray?
Do you know what I find funny about what you just said to me as my response to shipping?
What's that?
You know what canon and canon have in common?
I do not.
They both sink ships.
I love it.
What's funny is I just said that out loud and you still in your head spelled each one differently.
Yep.
Which one was first?
Yes. I think because we were talking about... In this case, because of context, C-A-N-O-N was first, and then C-A-N-N-O-N was second. But only because we were already talking about story bits being canon, so that was already on the brain. In general, you definitely make a valid point. Also, here, I need to bring this up for stream purposes here.
I have other ways to welcome people to the English language too, but really don't want to have a 15-minute argument of how to spell codfish.
That's fair.
But once we get to the fish part, shit gets funky.
Let me see if I can find this character.
We
I
get
don't
to
remember
go.
exactly how to spell her name.
We get to go cause chaos.
Fuck's her name.
Artemis is so tired from her drive that she's not able to keep up with my stoning. I'm sad. I'm the highest person in the room.
Ray, do you remember this character's name? How it's spelled? When you first go to Little Alamigo, there's a quest where you're helping hand out medicine to people. And it's this little, like, dark-skinned Lalafell lady that gives you the quest. But I can't find her on searches because I don't remember how to spell her name properly. It's like Hihabira or something similar to that, except not exactly that. Because I just googled that and it didn't work.
You know, that's something I've noticed that's rather common, actually, with Final Fantasy, is that if you try to search for a character's name, whether they're a main character or what the fuck ever, if you spell it wrong, you will have a much harder time finding that character. And the only thing that I can think is that most Final Fantasy fans are so attention to detail oriented that they pick up on those spellings and just fucking memorize them 99% of the time.
Yeah, probably. Like, you don't get the Google figuring out what you really meant thing so much. Hihibaru, that's probably it.
Because you can misspell names in most any other game and get to that game still, or movie, or what the fuck ever.
No, wait, that's not it.
That leads me to think.
Here we go.
That that leads me to think that there's an actual focus element to this.
Although you were close, Ray. So, oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I've played Final Fantasy my whole life. I know you have too. The way they hide shit, the way that you learn the story, the way they tell the story, like every aspect of it leads very much into being detail oriented. So spelling a name is just second nature. We just don't make mistakes when we Google them.
It's true.
Because that's how the algorithm works. The more mistakes you make, the more the algorithm can be like, okay, when you type this, you mean this. Well, if that's not happening, then nobody's making mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right, Ray. The first name Ray said was a mistake, but it was close because it was the character's father. So this lady here, she's an alchemist in Little Alamigo. She makes medicine for people. So she's a healer in her own non-combat kind of way. I've decided that this is my stream character's waifu. He's gonna hook up with her.
Cute.
She's adorable, isn't she? Also, the lighting seems to be slightly off. I think her hair is actually white. It looks more blonde here, but I think it's actually white. At least that's how I always remembered it, anyway. So that'll be a fun little ship. Maybe later when we're wandering around more. Actually, we are going to have to go to Little Alamigo again at some point before the next expansion begins. So we can visit her then.
Yay.
Oh yeah, we gotta hook back up on the other side of this because it's a scenario.
Yeah.
So they'll explain the rules, but Kai, in general, you're going to want to. The opposing team is going to have some sort of laser affixing their general to one of their warriors. Kill whoever that laser is attached to.
You can murderize some of the others, but
the
like,
person with the laser
on
on them is worth more points. Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's worth points, but that person's worth more points.
Yep. Yeah, glamour
chose
gear.
the absolute perfect shade of blue for that.
And yes, Transfilger is definitely a bit of a job to spell correctly.
Yeah.
But definitely deserves it.
Larson might argue with that.
Well, of course he would. That's just like that's just like saying Bob to him. All right. Friendly competition between armies. Let's go.
Yep. Semi-tutorial for the fight there.
Yeah, this is basically just explaining what I summarized for you. Kill laser person. Oh, Saya, just for context, since you might not know, we're saying this about Larson because he actually lives in Norway. So he is therefore going to be better at spelling Norse mythological names. In theory.
In other words, I was being a piece of shit. But Larson expects
Are you, though?
Based on Larson's response, he thinks I am.
He just doesn't like being stereotyped as somebody who lives in Norway.
It's not a stereotype if you're actually Norwegian, though. I don't think that works that way.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
I like how they chose the announcer to be the one with the smallest set of lungs.
Yep.
No, don't let Merlwib do it. No. Make the Lalafell do it.
Okay, who we fighting?
Everybody.
I'm looking for who has the fifth first. There's that person. Be Gotcha.
You know what? I'm just gonna throw bio on everybody. How do you guys like that? Everybody can have damage over time. I'm the Oprah of diseases right now.
Basically, what I was saying, Larson, is that you would naturally be quite well at spelling Gracefelger's name due to the fact that you are a native speaker of the language.
Yes, it was horribly racist. How dare you say such a thing? You know what? Scholar Pounch for all of you. Get AoE'd. they don't have a laser right now. Strange.
When you're doing so well that
you don't need it? Yeah, we're 57 versus 21 right now.
Yep. Oh, little. No.
Yeah, right, that was the right girl. And there we go.
Right there!
Pounce.
So how are y'all doing?
Kicking ass.
Oh. 99 to their 32.
Oh, God. Okay, not kicking as much ass as you. Holy shit.
81 to 34.
Damn. Okay,
I was just-
Kai and I are similar.
I was just targeting everyone
I
who
just
had
became laser bitch.
get up.
Well, that's good news for your team then.
I just became the laser bitch.
Very nice.
What?
Of course, Kai and I are doing similarly, and Snow is outstripping both of us because, as the healer and tank, our damage output potential is similar, and then Snow is not only DPS, but Dancer is incredibly good at AoE.
Yep.
So yeah, you were rocking the fuck out of that. This was the test run for PvP? I didn't know that they didn't put PvP in until after this. Also, this guy done just pissed off the wrong Thancred. Oh my god, he's dragon punched him. Sure, you can. And that's how a rogue can tank.
Up.
Oh shit, that look Robon just gave me. He just looked at me like I was eyeballing the Sultana.
Friendly melee between respected warriors.
Yeah. Here for it.
I feel like Robon versus warrior classes is super fitting. Robon versus the scholar feels a little silly though.
And then you have me.
And yet the scholar's going to kick his ass. Or also the gladiator versus the dancer.
Yep, because
It's also a strange sentence. If you ignore the chakrams for a second.
maybe.
Although I do have to say, if they're going to make Dancer into a combat class, chakrams were really a good way to go for a weapon choice. But I would not want to have to catch a chakram after it returns back to me, though.
Woo!
Christ, that seems dangerous. Good way to lose all your fingers. If you're not amazing at it.
True.
He's already half health.
2/3 for me. Which sounds about right, considering our damage outputs.
About half for me.
Yeah, I'm at half now. Well, he's at half, I should say. You know what I mean. Yeah. Those are very angry-looking danger puddles.
Indeed.
Rude. Kill the swords. He's doing one of those charging up a thing deals.
And done. This fight was very interesting on Monk, actually.
Oh, I bet. Ah! So many puddles.
Yep.
There we go. Done. Not the sort of place I would want to be walking around in sandals.
Did he win? Then we
got him.
Robin's weatherproof.
Mm-hmm. His inner fire keeps him warm.
But maybe all of his skin is just scar tissue and he can't feel anything.
That too. I mean, I still feel sorry for that boulder that his face broke.
Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
The slide my character does.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond.
Yeah, exactly, Dan. If I start moving right at the end of a spell cast, my character does slide a few feet before his legs actually start to move.
We need only show them the way.
I mean, if I'm doing one of my dancer attacks and I go to move, sometimes it can animation lock and my character will like, slide along.
Yeah, it'll happen to any character if you time it right. Actually, it's much easier to do on characters that don't have casting bars. You just have to start the attack first and then move while it's still animating.
Magnificent display, Sir
Yeah.
Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
We are truly honored that our ass was kicked by somebody so strong.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
That's right, Dan. Sliding out of the danger puddles is how I roll.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more.
Oh, it's really funny on White Mage.
Feeling
Actually.
thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friends.
Mid-cast, they just slide around.
Yeah.
Like they're floating and moving this way.
The way their casting animations work, that really does fit.
On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace.
And could stop acting like an old man, you're only 32.
The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation.
I'd say if both Kai and I are that age.
We're both that age and we both act old. So... Hey, Pot, I'd like you to meet Kettle. You both have something in common.
Final Fantasy on ice.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing.
Oh.
We who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray.
I love the parallel right here. When he's talking about great changes to his nation. And let's all remember for a minute that the Sultana here wanted to dissolve the sultanhood of her own country. And like completely change the nature of her government. She's like, I get you, man. I get you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way.
I love that, Ariel.
Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves.
Okay, so other than the fact that they're French Canadian, I want to see an Ariel like live performance of a Final Fantasy XIV style story as played and performed by Cirque du Soleil. Tell me that wouldn't be fucking amazing.
That would be amazing, actually. And just to add to it, they would all have to have chakrams because they're all dressed as the dancer class because they're dancers. We gotta get that meta layer in there.
I think it would be interesting if they all had like a way of representing each class though, but the dancer class would absolutely be represented in the entirety of it.
Oh, okay, here we go. A few of them are representing specific characters from the story, so they're dressed as those characters. But then there's a few people left who aren't representing anybody, they're just like the background extras, and they're all dressed as dancer class.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, somebody will be Alphino, somebody will be Ishtola, somebody would be the Warrior of Light. But every time the Warrior of Light shows up, he or she is dressed differently because he keeps changing jobs.
Right. In fact, they could just have a position for each job to represent that, too.
Yeah.
Tis but a scratch, I assure you. And I will
'Tis
not
but a
suffer
scratch.
you to worry over me.
Your arm's off.
Not
No, it
when we
isn't.
have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Also, can we go back inside? It's very cold out here and I'm bald. My head is freezing. least give you my top hat back. Thank you. So here's a question. Since we missed stuff last week, do you guys want to go a little later than usual today, or are you tapped out?
How are you feeling?
Stoned.
Fair?
That's definitely a feeling.
Well, we're still good. Like, it would be next week, basically, at this point, I'd think.
What's next week?
The next stream for this. If we can go for another break, I can go for a little longer.
Yeah. Seems like a good time.
Right on.
Yep.
To make up for the fact that tomorrow's not.
Yeah.
And for all the other time that just other shit has happened.
That's alright. More Spider-Man time for me tomorrow then.
Yep.
Right?
Also, Larson, the equivalent of a top hat to a top for a bottom would just be a diaper.
Ew.
Yo.
I'm uncomfortable with how accurate that is for some people.
No, do not ever associate that with me.
I have chosen chaos.
There is such a thing as a bottom hat. It's called a beanie. Like my little knit beanie thing.
Yeah.
Called a bottom hat. You're welcome.
What about switches, Larson? That'd be reversible jackets.
Reversible
okay?
jackets.
Jackets.
Oh god.
I'll be back. Fuck.
Oops.
I am returned.
I am returned. Hello. Did you like that picture, Snow?
Please.
Jinky.
Snow got a picture?
It's a joke about something that's later in the game. So it wouldn't have made sense to you, but it was...
One of the optional raids.
Oh, no, that's not optional. That's a forced dungeon.
Not really. You can just, like, not do the entire quest line and that'd be fine.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But,
right.
someone decided to, a couple people made their Final Fantasy characters dressed up as, Scooby and, like, the Mr. Ink crew.
Yeah. I like how
and
Scooby...
that's what that was.
I like how, shit, what the hell's his name? What's the stoner guy's name again? God damn it.
Which stoner guy?
From Scooby-Doo's stoner owner guy, but his friend.
Stoner owner?
Technically all of them, probably, but...
Shaggy, who's... Yeah, probably technically all of them, but yeah, Shaggy. I like how in this picture, Shaggy is a bunny girl. Velma's an Ellison. And which one is the Lalafell? Is that supposed to be Scooby? Or Scrappy?
Yeah, Scrappy-Doo, the biggest mistake to have ever happened to that franchise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Well, sorry, the biggest mistake to ever happen to that franchise until the TV show Velma came out recently.
Velma's not part of the franchise.
Fair enough. Thankfully. Here, I'll put it in Twitch chat as well.
It is a poor ripoff that is not endorsed in any way by the owners of that property.
Poor ripoff is an incredibly kind thing to say about it. It is fucking trash. Alright, Robin, what's up? I wonder how Naldthal feels about everybody talking about his balls all the time. And anybody watching this later on YouTube who doesn't understand that picture we were just talking about, well, you should have been here on Twitch watching it live. And then you could have seen the picture.
Exactly.
What's embarrassed, Ray?
That's fair.
Oh, right, okay. Well, yeah. Why do people love my testicles so much?
Jesus. fuck?
Hey, we can emote with this. And show off the victory emote after cutscene.
Yeah.
My lord!
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it.
It's alright. It's not like somebody stabbed me or anything.
Told, some women may find appealing.
Elsen are resilient little
I see.
creatures, apparently.
To think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
Stop threatening the child.
Many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emmanuel, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
I like how the kid has a less ridiculous version of a bow emote.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
In this case, he really did get better.
Oh?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know who they got playing that organ, but they're killing it. Are we ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And away we go. Eep.
You has frog.
It has frog. I will not be throwing it against the wall and seeing if it will stick.
That's good.
Oh, what's everyone's victory emotes?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Out of curiosity.
Let's see.
That's
not the right way to do it. Where's the menu for them again? Social.
V pose or victory pose.
V pose works?
Yep.
Ah, yes. My victory pose is to take notes because I'm a giant nerd.
Where's the sassy?
Mm-hmm.
Here's mine.
Spinnies. Yeah, I like how every job has a different
I
one.
want to see it from this side.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, that whole.
There's something very appropriate about the fact that the warrior's victory pose is, come on, I want to fight more. More fighting. Alright, who's ready for a peace conference?
Do we have to? But sure.
Can we do a peace conference like Viking or stealth? Everyone's
no.
peaceful if everyone who disagrees is dead.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot faster and a lot more entertaining than Politic.
We'll call that one Viking or diplomacy.
Yep. And away we go. There were not that many people before. Where the fuck did y'all come from?
Well, the thing we chose said wait, so this is like a couple hours later.
Had to wait
They filtered in eventually. Yeah. Gotta wait for all the Aetheryte teleports to arrive.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lucia's gonna push him off the cliff.
Appointed hour approaches.
It's okay, you can't die from fall damage. That would be a plot twist unexpected, wouldn't it?
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Let's just show her how wrong she was.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Also, speaking of ships, these two.
Nah.
Yep.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude just music speeched it.
Look!
That's a reference not many people get. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
white dragon.
Durgan.
Ah, how long it hath
Her
been
voice
since our
fits her
peoples
so
met
well.
thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Such a warm voice.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearned to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of El, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand,
Male elves in
our
phase 2.
peoples have known only war.
So awkward.
Bloodshed without end. Losses beyond counting, and still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Got her.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Ever seen a dragon surprise face?
Right?
As they were so long
They
ago,
animated that so well.
happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Your bow!
Ew.
I want to see a doctor about that.
That, yeah.
So forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thornton? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge.
7 hells.
Over here floating like Chris Angel, jeez. Oh, goodness. That angle, just no. Why? Why'd they have Alpha no look there? It's like, dude, stop!
He's too young to be looking at Dragon Gooch.
He's 16, so age of consent, I guess.
Depends where you
But
live,
still,
I suppose.
no, he's too, like, mentally, like...
Hells, take that worm!
Let's not.
While he lives, we'll
Do not
never know
corrupt the poor
peace.
boy.
He's still a delicate little thing.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Yeah, man, fuck that guy.
To Nidhogg! Death 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 to Nidhogg!
That's actually a really pretty shade of, like, lavender, or, like, the really light color of that guy's coat. It's, like, really pretty.
Get some rest, Larson. Feel better.
Yeah.
See you, Ray.
Yep.
Good night, all. Both of you. All both.
You know which ones you are.
Yeah, exactly. You know who you are.
Oh, there's the scholar book.
Yep. The one I bought is just slightly better. Still.
Ah. You can use it for glamours if you want.
Nah, it's alright. This
Okay.
one's fine.
You'll have practically the starting dancer gear just glamored.
Ah. I really like the starting dancer gear. It's quite nice. The intercessory again. Oh, the memories.
Ah. Nope.
Oh, we're running across a lot of crafters today.
Ah.
It's the tiniest little blacksmith.
Cute. There you are. Hello. Here we go down the stairs there and then
See?
go.
Tiny blacksmith.
Tiny one. Oh my goodness, hello, little one.
So little. Such small.
Very small.
Hello, sir. We are here to intercess, please.
Nope.
Of course, Alpha knows the lane.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem
Mug is so
puzzled.
huge to him.
Oh, these. I thought something warm
Yeah?
might not go amiss. It
I
was
wonder
not
if
all that
that's
long ago
cider
that we
or
sat
hot
here,
chocolate.
You and I, in our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try. We will. I know we will.
He's such a good boy. Alright. And do a hack and return when you're done.
Yep. Whee! Do a hack and return. Yeah.
Yeah?
Suddenly tiny dragon.
Jeez.
Hello.
Sword Boy Tim.
And I'm still short enough for you to look down on me slightly, which is just...
Hi.
Potentially problematic.
Is it though?
Yes?
Are you uncomfortable yet?
I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
Gnurt. There's an Eileen Gnurt over here.
We're going to the last vigil.
Mm-hmm. Gnurt. And there's a lot of people in that booty guild.
Let's sing. Foreshadowing.
Dun dun dun.
I can't use any of that. But there's our battle stance emote now.
Fending, maiming, striking, and scouting. Nope, none of that's me. That's stuff for you two.
Nope, mine doesn't. Mine isn't
Scouting
yet.
is... No, I guess yours is aiming. What's scouting, actually?
Yeah.
I don't know what scouting...
aiming.
I guess scouting is for ninjas.
Scouting is for ninjas and...
And that's it, I think. They're the only dexterity melee, right?
I think so.
Well, until next summer, anyway.
No.
When the ninja learns to hold their swords the other way around.
Yeah.
Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Cry, you little brat.
Crow can get away with so much.
Mm-hmm. Dark and Brooding is back. Spy and counter spy.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp.
He still did such a good job.
But it would be bought at a heavy price.
Captured the character so well.
For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
The Dragon Song is definitely heavy metal. Well, hello again, Mewtwo. Kai's favorite bulge has returned.
Gods.
Ah, this fucking guy.
In the monk storyline, we get to know a bit about this character.
Oh. Fun.
Yee.
I'll have to play my monk more someday.
Well, the character of the Griffin.
Yes.
Battle Sands, go! New, new, new. Do-do-do.
Photon.
Going off battle stance. Because that's the new emote we got. For completing that quest.
I read my book. I'm ready to fight.
I read my book at you.
Are you scared? I mean, mine was at least as intimidating as the one you just did. Come on. Snow's also ready to rock.
Yeah. No.
To the bar.
To the bar where Alphino is too young to be in there.
I mean, as long as they're not serving him anything, it should be okay.
True.
What if it's orange wine? Wait, that's a different universe. Never mind. The orange wine is basically juice. Everyone knows that.
And wine is just grape juice anyway, so it's fine.
To the Forgotten Night.
Yeah.
Can make
I was
it.
just looking for it on the list.
No.
Do not forget your kniggets. It's rude.
Exactly. They fought at so many things for you.
Yes, they fog at many things.
Yes.
These kniggets.
Mm-hmm.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Now don't make them taunt you a second time.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest
Prowl is
batch
definitely
not only
somebody's
delicious and warming, but soothing to
wine
the
drinking aunt.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Oh no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Oh, fuck, he got told.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion.
I want to be butt
Something
smothered.
else I'd sensed was, in fact,
You would.
a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean?
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
I like that. What did I tell you about jumping to
Can we not
conclusions?
wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah! I found you at last! A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
On the wah.
Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
Thanks for your 2 cents worth there, Pocket Durg.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Okay, so my audio might be terrible right now, but my earbuds just died. So I switched back to my speakers so I can hear anything at all. Hold on. That's the right one. Okay. So we should probably call it here.
Okay.
With that, or I'm going to have to switch audio setups, and that's a bit of a pain in the butt. We probably weren't going to go much longer anyway.
Fair. Like 10
hold
more
on.
minutes maybe or something.
Let me fix my Discord settings because I can't hear you guys. Discord.
Well, that means that we can say whatever we want on your stream, and you can't hear us.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Damn it.
That's okay. Whatever you said right before that, I missed. All right, let's call it here.
Alright.
Let's see, who can we raid today, though? Although, on the one hand, we are pretty much done with the epilogue stuff now, so we can move into proper prologuing next time. Let's see. Oh, Saya is playing something, so that would make sense. She was hanging out with us. Let's raid Saya. She's playing something called One Hand Clapping, which I have no idea what it is. Let's find out. Alright, thanks for hanging out today, you two.
Thanks for having.
Alright, raid time. Here we go. Bye-bye, everybody.